Dear Dr. Liz, what has been your favorite non-Desert Bus event to organize?
Oh gosh, there are so many cool ones. I really liked working on a lot of stuff with my job at Wizards because the scale of events we've been able to do is crazy. Like a street fair with a blacksmith at PAX has been really cool. But one of my favorite memories is going on the road with Molly Lewis and the Double Clicks because I wanted to learn how to manage a music tour, I guess, and we were all putting on our East Coast tour it was the Ladies of Ragnarok because it was 2012, the end of the world, and we drove from Boston to New York to Minneapolis, and Indianapolis and back. And that's when I got to drive a 15-passenger van through Manhattan like a crazy woman. It was amazing. It's like a video game. Not quite this one. You just keep driving, and you're like, oh, get out of the way! Because if you wait for pedestrians, they'll just own you. This is driving advice with Liz.
Nice. Thank you, Liz.
You're welcome.
And blow straight through everybody.
Someone who wants to get into event management, I would recommend volunteering. So how I got into the industry was I started in community theater as like an assistant stage manager.
Wait, you too?
Yeah, everyone.
Everybody. Hands up,
starts
who
in
was a theater kid?
Yeah.
Just this side?
Well,
and Tally.
and Tally.
Choir with a side of theater.
All right.
So yeah, I volunteered behind the scenes to sort of get that feeling of like the show. It is a live event, right? Like stuff has to happen on site. And then I really wanted to get into sort of geeky stuff, so I volunteered for every event I could think of. Everyone's raising their hands in chat. So actually I had this master plan. So this was in 2010, and I wanted to be an enforcer because I live in Seattle. But PAX Prime at the time, because there was only one PAX, it was impossible to get into because it had been around for years, and they had all of their enforcers they needed. But then they started this new PAX on the East Coast, and I was like, I bet they're not going to be flying all of their volunteers over to the East Coast. So I will get myself over there, volunteer, because they're going to have a need for that, be amazing, and then they'll be like, you need to come back for PAX in Seattle. And that's what happened. I was amazing. I got into the main theater because I was like, hey, I have theater experience. Met Paul and Storm, which started the whole Wootstock track. Basically, PAX East 2010 changed my entire life and career, so it was great. And I remember getting the name Damn It Liz at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was something else I was going to say. Oh, right. So I've had friends for many years that have worked at Wizards of the Coast from like 2007 on. And so it's really weird to sort of be here working there now because hashtag watch the staff. But I remember not being able to afford a hotel room, and so Greg Bilson and Chris Tulak let me crash their hotel room and sleep on the floor, but I actually just stole a bed, so I could actually be there to try and make contacts to get a job, which ended up working out. And so now I have to pay it forward for those who are no, I'm not saying that if you need a room at a convention you should hit me up. That's not what did I just...
You're good.
Okay, thank you.
On that note, though...
Thank you. Go ahead. I'm just interested in this.
No, going back a step.
Okay, thank you.
Now you're doing that for the people. I got to know Liz because she needed volunteers for one of her shows, and she tweeted out about it. And I was like, this sounds interesting. I want to get more involved in the geek community. I had done some events and some marketing at that point, but wanted to do more. So I responded, and I was just a PA on I think it was one of the like Damn It Liz shows that you did. And I guess I did a good enough job. She let me stick around and help her out with some other stuff. And she actually is the reason why I'm here. She brought me on to do PR for DB10, and then DB8 was my first time actually on site. So DB7 is my first time really learning about Desert Bus, and I was like, I don't understand what this is, but I'm excited to Wikipedia it all.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell press about it. So keep an eye out for opportunities to volunteer. It can really get your foot in the door.
Yeah.